Okay guys, so today we're going to do is MongoDB Node.js 2020, a simple CRUD API in just 20 minutes web development. So this tutorial is going to take you from installing MongoDB to connecting MongoDB to your Express Node.js server, creating a route and creating a schema, and then we're going to add that schema to our model and perform some basic create, read, update, delete functions with MongoDB. So the first step is installing the MongoDB. So let's start. If you go to the main documentation, you will see with Brew you can easily install the MongoDB, and I'm going to run the command on your terminal. Just run your command. One second. Okay, let's square Brew install, or just copy the command. And okay, so first step is going to update the homebrew. What is homebrew? Homebrew is the package manager for our MongoDB, and so this is going to take time, and since we are already on a time limit, I'm just going to move to the code. In 20 minutes we're going to create a simple CRUD app. So this is the folder structure. Right now I just have a readme file here. I'm just gonna create a new file called the server.js. I'm gonna first of all, so what we are going to use is I need Express, body parser, and mongoose. Okay, so let's stick to npm initialize. Okay, keyword author. Okay, we did it. Now npm install save express body parser dash parser, and we need another thing called mongoose. Okay, so while our MongoDB is getting set up, I'm just going to okay, I think it's done. Let's see what the documentation says. Tap the Mongo. Okay, so after that one second, I think I just made some step. View service start. Okay, yeah, so after I did the tab with Brew, now I'm going to install the MongoDB. Okay, we are on schedule. While our MongoDB is getting started, let me just start the coding. And I think how much time we already consume is only 3 minutes, so that means we have almost 20 minutes to go. So I'm just gonna type fast. Const express is equal to require. I'm gonna call the express library. First of all, while my MongoDB is getting installed in the backend, I'm just starting with my project. Okay, we know how to set up the const body parser is equal to require body parser, and then we need is a mongoose. Mongoose is just you can say the client for MongoDB that we just installed. The first step is setting up a, after installation we're going to do is express setup. So while our MongoDB is getting installed, I'm just gonna set up something. I'll say const app is equal to the express. I'm sure you guys are aware of how to create a simple Node.js server. So app.listen to, let's say, 3000, and I'm gonna say console.log running on port 3000. Okay, now let's call out the mongoose. So first step is after the initialization, I'm gonna say mongoose connection. This is where we're going to connect to. It's very easy to connect to MongoDB. Just you need to connect to mongoose.connection, mongoose.connect, pass the URL. Now this URL is basically from your database, or you can say your MongoDB client. So mongoose URL, sorry, now mongoose connection. For mongoose connection, I'm just gonna write in the path called the URL. MongoDB URL would be here, and then I'm gonna pass in comma new use new URL parser as a true, and I think the third callback is a callback that is gonna say console.log MongoDB connected. We are in, MongoDB is connected. Coming to the next step. Now in order to create our app, I'm just gonna create some, let's say we're going to create a user with name, email and their age. So I'm gonna create a folder called routes. What is a route? Route is where I'm gonna create a user's route. Okay, so let's say const express is equal to require express. So we're just gonna create it. Within 20 minutes you will have a complete Node.js app, and this is const express. Then I'm gonna use const router is equal to express star route. Okay, so this function is gonna represent our router dot post router dot guest. What is this router? Normally this would be acting as the route for our middleware /route. So for request response, I'm gonna just okay. So let's just go here. After the app, what we need is app.use express.app.use on the path /users. I need something called my route. So I'm just gonna call my route const users route is equal to require. I'm gonna call it from dash route /users. This will basically execute. However, I need to enter one more thing, add an export here. I'm gonna export the router. Okay, sorry. So this is just for naming convention, I made it capital. So I have users route. I'm gonna map it on the /user middleware. So what will this do? On /users, it will take to this. So means if it's a get request on /user, this route will trigger. Okay, so now after this, now what I'm going to do is app.use. Now I need to do some more things like app.use body parser.json. I need to enter this just after the express. App.use body parser.url encoded extended true. So this is just for body URL parsing. Okay, so we know that the body is coming in proper JSON format. So now we have our first route available. So coming to the MongoDB, so this is our folder structure. Now what we need to do is create a model for a MongoDB. So in the main folder, I'm gonna create a folder called models and another folder called schemas. So how does the MongoDB work? I'll just put in small reference for you. Model, we need a schema for a model to add to use in the route. So this is a simple example. First we need a schema, then we need a model, then we need a add it into route. So this step is for how we are gonna manage. So first step, schemas. Okay, I'm just gonna create, what is a schema? Is just a database, you can say data table structure. I'm gonna call it like user schema.js. okay, and I'm just gonna module.export is equal to user schema is equal to, and I need to call mongoose. So this is gonna provide me the interface for this. I'm just gonna say mongoose dot schema. Now the schema, In MongoDB, the schema is very simple. First, you enter the name of the variable, name of the key. I'll say name is the first thing we require. You can simply say name as string, or you can say type string, and you can say if you want it's required or true. Yes, it's required is in the name to create it. Okay. Secondly, coming to email, name we need the age, type is equal to it's a number, required equal, okay, it's a false. Okay, and finally email type is equal to string, required true. Alright, this is our first schema and we are already exporting it. So schema created. Coming to the models, I'm gonna create a user.js. This is basically the what we need. Module.export is equal to, okay, let's say const user is equal to mongoose. So I'm gonna require the mongoose is equal to require mongoose dot model, then it requires a schema. So I'm gonna call in my schema what we call it as user schema is equal to require, and I'm just gonna call the user schema here dot slash I think is inside the schema slash user schema. Okay, so here we have, I'll call my model as user and I'm gonna pass in the user schema. So this will basically create our day. And I need to do one more thing, module.export is equal to user. This I think is all done. Now to check if MongoDB is installed or not. Okay, you must have already installed MongoDB, so you guys will not have much problem in running this. So I'm just starting here with my MongoDB on this laptop. I'm gonna start the community edition. Okay, we started MongoDB. So let's say I say Mongo. Alright, so I'm in. My MongoDB is working. Mongo, then I can say DB. We have a database called test. So you need to get the path of the Mongo. For that, we need to do, you can get it from here or okay. Okay, so this would be it. And how much time we have? 18 minutes. So I'm just gonna go to my routes. Okay, first step is, now what is a CRUD? CRUD is simply, we have two functions in CRUD, that is create. I'm gonna start with create. I'm gonna call it router dot, let's say if it's a post request on slash request response. I'm gonna do is that data is equal to, okay, now we have to call, I'm gonna say const user is equal to require dot slash model slash user. So we have a user here. You can say user dot. So first step is creating the routes, and we have created a schema. Fifth step, create a model, and the sixth step is create a function for adding. So we need to, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna say const user is equal to new, which user. Then we need the name of the user. I can say request.body.name or email request.body.email and we need this age request.body.age. okay, so this is about it. And then we can say make this function asynchronous. Now we can do is const saved user is equal to await user dot save. So this is about it. Once the user is saved, you can say response.json dot saved user and put everything into a try catch block to get all the errors. And try catch e, in that case I'm gonna say response.json message e. okay, so I hope I'll just put this inside. Oh, sorry. So this is the post request. Now for get, we can have get all users. So in order to get all the data, I'm gonna say let user is equal to await. I'm gonna make it an asynchronous await user dot find. So this will return me all the users. Simply putting it into try, and then I am gonna copy the catch from here. Okay, done. So this is our first route. Now we need to get single user. okay, all right, slash I'll say user id, let uid is equal to request.params.uid, and let user, instead of this I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say find one. So we are here at find all, and I'm gonna say find one. We have a function called find by id, and that requires this underscore. Just pass the uid here. You have a user here. That is done. Get all users is done. This would be a single user. This would be creating a user. Meaning is updating a user. So I'm gonna say router dot post, or I'll say update router dot file. No, I just copy with the post request. I'll say user id. Whenever a user passes id, we're gonna update it. So to do that, it's very simple. We have a function called update1. So first of all, we have the uid request.params.userid. Now we need to update it. So we have a function called update1. okay, that is very simple. Const user equal to await. Remember to put asynchronous here. Await update one. okay, we need to update one user, and first of all we need to enter which user. So I'm just gonna say here. Now what we want to update, let's say I want to request.body to be with the dollar set. I'm gonna do a complete update of this. That's about done. Response.json user, put it in the try catch block, or finally delete one. Delete user router dot delete slash user id and request response. So you can see we are almost done. Request.params.uid const user is equal to await. Okay, so I need to delete one. Do what with what? Just the UID. Okay, this would response.json user will return a response. This is about it. Putting it into a try catch. Okay, remember to put it in try catch, because otherwise if any error comes, your app will fail or the server will go down. So this is very important, and we are about done. We have a whole CRUD here. Time to test it. You guys must be wondering if it's working or not. So yeah, so for now let's just okay. Alright, so now we are gonna just test our MongoDB connection. So let's say I'm gonna copy in server.js. We have to enter the path. It's called MongoDB /test. Okay, so 127.0.01, that's just localhost. Okay, now let's just see what happens if we say node server.js. It's connected. Now to test this, I'm just gonna open our Postman. Okay, no, just okay, I guess Postman is not installed. I'm just gonna add the app. Okay, alright, this is gonna take some time. Take okay, I'm just gonna close this. Now to test if it's working, I'm just gonna say localhost 3000. Get pressed. Okay, there is no user. I'm just gonna say post body raw application. Okay, so we have name here Moit, and everything was age. I'll say 24. Email moitselling@gmail.com. Alright, let us just create one. Okay, let's see if I do the get. Alright, so that means my user has been added, and second step is delete this user. So I'm gonna create another user with Sasha age 29 Sasha. Alright, I'm gonna create another user. Okay, user created. See if the user is added to database. It's added to database. Alright, and http /user. Now I need to update this user with what? /user/ the ID of Sasha. So I'm just gonna copy this ID, paste it here, and see if I can update this user ID. Okay, I wanna name her Sasha Kivich. This is what I want to name her. So I'm gonna say update. Okay, so something went wrong because I put request here. gmail.com, and send your age to, let's say, 22. Okay, so I'll just check if it's updated or not. Okay, I believe something didn't went right in our update log. So let's see. Updating a user. Okay, it's an asynchronous. It's $set. Okay, that's what's went wrong. we have to properly mention, like I just want to change its name, right? So whatever comes with the body.name, I'll just post it here. So let's check it out. There's Tasha Kivik for this ID. Still something went wrong. User ID is there, slash user slash user ID. I'm just gonna pass in the user ID. So we have to update, right? So updating requires underscore ID. Let's set request.body.name. Alright, just let me check one thing. Response.json user. Okay. Let me see this, if this works. Yeah, so sorry, I forgot to restart my server. Okay, so let's try this again. The request is port request. Okay, it's a port request. Dash user with an ID. I believe it's okay here. Yeah, I believe it's updated, and we have try catch. Alright, so it's coming correctly. It's gonna say put a message here, updated, and I'm gonna say node not server. Okay, node server for now. Alright, so that means this one cache reject and dating, and let me fetch the proof. It's cache reject. Sorry, so that was working actually. And the last one is delete. So just I'm gonna delete this cache. I'm gonna create a new request, copy it, put a delete here. It should delete, right? So see if it's deleted. It's not deleted. Why it's not deleted? Let's see why it's not deleted. I think we are about done. Okay, here we go. See asynchronous request.param. Okay, I am so sorry for this. It should now go. This was my mistake, and voila. Okay, yeah, so here I just want to show something like message deleted user. Okay, copy the ID, and we're gonna delete this user, and here you go. I think I did make something wrong, and it's done. Within 20 minutes, complete Node.js done. And it's not working because I made some mistake. Required it or delete request asynchronous. Okay, delete one. Yeah, this should be about it. Or I'll say, oh yeah, sorry, my mistake. I have to explicitly say score ID. I need to run it again. Okay, this is not deleting. Why? Maybe. One second. I think so. I know why it's happening. So I made a mistake here. That should be removed. That case should work. Or once shit. Sorry about this. This is again some type of mistake is here. Key deleted user, fetch user, and khalas. So this is about it. You can find the whole source code on GitHub. I'm just gonna share it in the description below. Subscribe to the channel and keep up for the updates. So I'm going to build some cool applications throughout this time, and you can find a lot of tutorial and some basic functionalities and features that you want to add in your app. So okay guys, thank you so much. Bye bye.